All right, everybody, welcome, welcome. Please let me know if you can hear me. Just wanted to say good morning. Hope you had a fantastic Christmas and a great holiday. Today is December 26th. It's just for the purpose of the recording, in case someone's watching it later. At 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, going to do a giveaway today. Going to talk about a few things. Not only going to give away my subscriber giveaway, big one, but also my patron giveaway. Sorry, I was just running because I had to run downstairs real quick, but I'm back. So, anyway, please chime in on chat. This is the first time I've ever done this where I'm streaming across three different sources. Fantastic, Michael. Thank you so much for letting me know. I appreciate it. Um, Misfit, what are you saying? Invisible chat? I can see. I'm actually streaming three different chats at the same time. Of course, there is a delay, so if you don't hear me or if I don't respond right away, please hold and I will respond. So, welcome, guys. Thanks so much. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. It's so good to have you here. I'm just letting some people filter in. Um, I was going to also do voice for you guys, but I think I'll just do it in chat to make it easier so that we don't have any conflicting communications or anything like that. But I was going to put this up on Discord. Do you guys think that's a good idea? I can still flip and do that very quickly if I need to. Getting in Discord is not a big deal. Um, but I could do that. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Discord? Yes, no? I can post the voice channel. You can come talk to me live, or we can just continue to do it this way, which is more than fine. Oh, okay. Got it, Misfit. Thanks. Just so also today, so a couple things we're going to be doing. I'm going to do the patron giveaway. I'm going to be doing the subscriber giveaway if I can speak today, and then I'm going to do a live giveaway as well. Oh, okay, Michael, that's fine. We'll just do it on chat. That all works out. So again, I'm just going to give it a few more minutes. People are filtering in. Like I said, three different channels, so I'm trying to watch each one of them, see how it goes. I'm on Twitch. I'm live on Twitch with a couple of folks. Live on my main channel. We got about 6 on the main channel and several on my other channel. Okay, well, like I said, people are coming on in. I do have Restream running, so you can also ping me there if you need to. Restream actually, it's allowing me to see the chat on all three channels, but I'm on my main channel, which is Doug Mystic Guy or Doug Herring. That's the main channel for this. Is board game related. The other two are not. So okay, well, I got up to 8 now. Again, it's just 11:07. So I was kind of going to give it to about 11:10, 11:10, 11:10, and start talking about some things. What I'm going to do first, I think, is I am going to put something up on the screen that goes over. Yeah, I'm going to pass on the Discord stuff, guys. We'll just talk live. It'll be all good. We can chat. I can see that see the people in the chat room. It's good. All right. What I'm going to do is go to my channel for a moment, and I want to read some things to you as we're waiting for everybody to filter in and start the giveaway. Let me go do some stuff. Again, I hope everybody's well. Getting ready for New Year's. That's going to be a lot of fun, right? I hope. I have a quiet New Year's. I don't really do very much. We're kind of a quiet family. We don't like to run around and do big parties anymore. I used to when I was young, and I just probably burned out on it. It's all good. But anyway, let me go to what I want to see here. Where is that? Yeah, I'll go here. Okay, let's see. I want to read some things. Got to go to my last channel update and look at some stuff here. So I had asked a couple questions. One of the ones I'd asked was, what game were you looking for most this season, this holiday season? And I got a lot of responses to it. It looks like, based on what I'm seeing, and I'm going to throw this up on screen here so we can whoop, see if that pops up for you. Maybe not. Of course, I'm still behind, so I can't see quite yet. Let's see if it pops up. It should. All right. I can see that I got quite a few responses to that, but 21 Days was one that came up a couple of times. I've seen that game. I don't know. That's right, Andre. I'm giving away Orcs Must Die. Also, I didn't say it was a very disappointing game. I don't know where you're getting that from. Um, I just I only have so much room in my collection for certain types of games. Um, and if I was to rank them as well, actually, I'd play this. Someone put it on the table, I'd play it. There's a lot of good stuff in it. I mean, it's a big game. There's lots of pieces. Even if you only use it for the miniatures, what the heck? You know, what can I say? But I don't think it's a bad game. I just yeah, I'm giving away a number of games. One of them I love. So you know, hey. Anyway, looks like the biggest two games that came out of this were the update for Kingdom Death Monster and also, of course, Gloomhaven, which are two fantastic games. Um, I don't know if which of you have them, but yeah. Well, Andre, yeah, I mean that's one of the things cool about gaming. We all have different tastes, right? So, uh, uh, you know, if you don't like it, that's great. If it's disappointing, I understand. I've had some big disappointments. You know, the biggest disappointments. I know I'm bouncing around just talking, but one of the biggest disappointments I had, yeah, a lot of bling. For the year, when everybody hyped up this game called Paperback, and I don't know if you remember it. And by the way, I don't normally bash games, and I'm not bashing this game because a lot of people loved it. The problem I had with it is it felt like homework to me. It's like I'm sitting there trying to do this spelling puzzle. I said, God, I already do homework with my kids. I don't want to do it as a game. Anyway, that one was such a disappointment to me because I heard so much great hype about it, and um, I couldn't stand it. I played it 3 or 4 times. I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm torturing myself. And I've had a few games go that way over the years, but typically I'm pretty easygoing. I'll play just about anything. I don't really care what it is. I don't like. Well, here's the answer to that. Probably, I'm not a huge fan of word games. I'm not a huge fan of like I don't know, like really I'm not the other word I'm looking for. Abstract games. Not if they're completely abstract, like has no theme, you can't even paste a theme on. That's not good. Hey, Alvin. Yeah, I actually been working on something to do for Imperial Salt. Um, so you can actually see the app live while I'm playing. And what I figured out is I can play it on Tabletop Simulator while I have the app running on the screen at the same time, so you can see uh, both both the app and the game playing at the exact same time. I'm going to try that. I think I'm setting up for it. I've done a test run, but it's going to be yeah, that's what I'm talking about for future playthroughs. Absolutely. Uh, yeah. So yeah, theme is key. Yeah, going back. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. The theme is key. So I don't like abstract games very much. They're not really. There's a couple that I like. Like I like Santorini, even though it's kind of a themey abstract game, just because it's a great, quick sit-down two-player game that you can hustle through. It's a lot of fun. All right, guys, I think we're going to get started. So the two games again that came up most in my chat were Gloomhaven. You can see a lot of Gloomhaven up here. I saw a couple interesting ones. Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective Series. You know, I played that so long ago, I barely remember it. I could probably go back and play it again. I'm just worried. Hey, good morning, Mark. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Appreciate all my subscribers coming in, popping in, saying hello. And remember that we after I do the giveaways from the subscriber base and the my patrons, I'm going to do a live giveaway, which is going to have some questions associated with it. We're going to have a little competition. It's going to be fun. All right. Anyway, what I was saying was Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective. That was one that I played so long ago. I wonder if I could play it again and still enjoy it. Of course, they've added some things to it, and I don't know, because it's a really good game, and there's not a lot of games out there like it. And if you like it, it's fun. Yeah. All right. So, you guys ready to start doing some game giveaways? Yeah. All right, let's get started. Let's just check every channel, make sure everything's running appropriately. Okay, Twitch looks good. All right, got that going on. Sounds like you guys can hear me. Okay. Again, the first time doing multiple channels is really challenging. Yeah, it's interesting. Well, Mark, I'll try and get to it since you're sitting at the doctor's office. Wow. All right, yeah, okay, let's get started. So, I already, because of the volume of subscribers I had, I randomized and picked the winners for both. So the one for my patrons was easy. There was only a handful. I rolled a die. It worked out well. So anyway, here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to show you a little video clip, and I'm going to talk to it. So the first one I'm going to do will be my patron giveaway, and that is for the game here. Let me get rid of that. Maharani, that you can see. And I also have the Kickstarter extras for that are going to go with it. So that's for my subscriber giveaway. And I am going to give that to, let's find that little clip here. Where is it? I had it right in front of me. I renamed them, and then, of course, can't find it. Here it is. Okay, good deal. All right, so while that's playing, I'm just going to keep chatting. Now, got to adjust my chat down. There we go. All right, so this giveaway is going to go to Luke. If you didn't see that, it kind of went through quickly. I'll just run through it again. Oh, that's my subscriber guy. I did it backwards. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. Woo! Okay, so anyway, subscriber giveaway for Orcs Must Die went to Jason Olson. Now, I am going to have a backup plan, and I wrote it down. Who was it? Jason Olson won the Orcs Must Die game. So congratulations. The reason I have a backup plan is because one of the things I did say is I'm probably going to have to ask for shipping to be paid for. So if you don't want the game, I'll figure something else. I got a backup plan for that to give something smaller to you that won't cost, because it's probably going to be 20, 30 bucks in shipping, I guess, if you're in the United States. And the other reason I wanted to pay for the shipping is if you're not. Now, I'm just going to show you something, guys. This is the, boom, 1, 2, 3. I mean, when you kickstart these games, sometimes you get a little too much. Oh, then there's one of the big boxes. Look at that bad boy. There you go. That's part of it. And then I'm going to drop this on the floor because it's too, I don't want to put it back. And then the other one, not even opened yet, the other edition of it right here. So that is the game giveaway for that. That went to, Jason Olson. And then the backup plan, Jason, if you don't want Orcs Must Die. God, I know I'm throwing stuff all over the place. This is so fun. All right. And if you don't want that, the other one was Scott Agnew. I've never seen him pop in chat or anything, but he's been a subscriber for. I looked it up after I did the randomizer. He's been a subscriber for like 3 years. It's kind of crazy. All right, so that is Orcs Must Die. Gave that one away, but remember we're gonna do a live giveaway too, so it should be a lot of fun. I'm gonna get rid of that on the screen, and let's see, guys. You still with me? Everything going okay? Just check in with me every once in a while just to be sure. Looks like, yeah, Jason Olson. So, yeah, it's quite a bit of game that's going in there. It's going to be good to play for the holidays, right after the holidays. Okay, next up, I will get to the correct one now and do my the patron video giveaway. A little quick clip for that, and see if I can find it. That would be helpful. All right. Okay, here we go. Maybe I'll play the right one this time, right? Let's see. That said sub giveaway December. I think I mislabeled them. Oh well, not the end of the world. All right. And my that was my patron sub giveaway. Now I'm going to do my patron giveaway. Did I do it backwards? Let's see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, no, I just played them backwards. All right, that's no big deal. We can end this one. So we went through that, and then now I'm going to do the quick little video for, there we go, patron giveaway. All right, so my patron giveaway, I already kind of spoiled it, was Dennis Luke. Dennis Luke was one of my patrons. Thank you so much for being a patron. I appreciate it. And now remember, I'm going to do a patron giveaway every month with different games. So this one's going to be the Kickstarter version of Maharani with the Kickstarter add-ons in it. So that's pretty cool. Dennis, thank you so much for being a patron. Now, guys, you ready to play a game? We're going to play a game. All right. Now, I got some questions here. And the way this is going to work is, first off, let's talk about what I'm giving away. Okay. I have yet another copy of Tiny Epic Quest that I'm going to give away. I say teeny because somebody got on me about saying it that way. Tiny Epic Quest. I am going to give that one away today. That's actually one of my surprises. I'm giving 2 things away, and none of them. I mean, they're not huge, but heck, they're free games. Okay, so I'm going to ask a series of questions, and if you chime in, Yeah, hey Dennis, you could still win. There's still something up for grabs here. Thanks for being a patron. I really appreciate it. Okay, so first, the way it's going to work, I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to give everybody some time to get the answer on the first one. There's going to be a total of 4 questions. There's going to be 3 and then a tiebreaker if everybody gets it. So, and everybody who fails to answer or doesn't answer by the time I call time, I'm going to move on, and the people that succeeded or answered it correctly will get to move into the next round, and we'll give the game away. So, just to make it fun. So, first question: what game has the most videos on my channel? TikTok. Going to give it about 15 seconds. I'll start to see how many people answer. I'm going to give this one a little bit longer because you probably have to go check or something. I don't, but somebody might be able to guess this right off the bat. So, hey, Miss, what's hard to get? Is that which game? What are you talking about? I'm curious. I mean, is Teeny Epic Quests are hard to get now? I don't know. Or are you talking about Maharani? Anyway, giving you a little time. Get through that. What game has the most videos on my channel? Okay, I'm just checking to make sure that everybody can see, read, and hear. Okay, we're good everywhere. Yep, awesome. All right. Oh, okay. Got it, Misfit. All right, so everybody's rushing to my page to look it up. So this one I expected everybody to get because you could look it up. It is not Shadows of Brimstone, I don't think. I think there was one that had more. Keep trying, guys. Keep trying. Is it Shadows of Brimstone? I thought it was. Okay, now I'm gonna have to look. Isn't that awful? All right. I thought that there was one that I thought had more because I thought it was gonna be Shadows of Brimstone too, and I'm surprised to see that it wasn't. Let me just pull something up here. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just give me a second. Whoosh. Yeah, I went to my playlist. There was one that had more. I was like really surprised by it. Yes, there is. There is one that has more than Shadows of Brimstone. We'll see if you find it. I'll give you a little bit more time on this one. Or maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. It's quite possible. Okay, now I'm trying to find it myself. I know I'm right. I know. Hold on. I looked this up earlier. I wrote it down, but now that you guys all said Shadows of Brimstone, I want to double check. Because there was one I thought had more. It was one of my bigger series. Oh, yeah, I found it. Yeah, I found it. Okay, it is. Let's see. Let's see if anybody's got it. Nope. Nobody's answered it yet. Oh my God. It's also, I'm going to give you a hint. It's also my favorite game. One of my top 3 favorite games that I play. Which Shadows of Brimstone is one of those, but that's not it. So, okay, guys, nobody wants the prizes. Everybody get, okay, it's let's do hints. Has a lot of characters. Boom, Alvin. Boosh, Darkest Night. Okay, well, it looks like you might be the only one that got it. So anyway, okay, yeah, okay. Now you guys chiming in. Yeah, it's actually Darkest Night that had 44 videos so far. 44 videos I've done on Darkest Night. Wow, they should pay me. That's a lot of videos. Okay, so I'm going to say, Alvin, Dennis, you're definitely in the running for this. So I'm going to ask another question in Liberty, and then we'll have the third question. Will break it. Allow other people to get into on the giveaway here. So question number 2. So Alvin and Dennis are in. Question number 2 is going to get some other people in. You can also answer, guys. The next one is, okay, name one character from my Legacy of Dragonholt playthrough. Name one of the characters that I played. I named them all. It's kind of fun. That was a really fun playthrough to do. I want to get back to that. The reason I haven't is because I'm playing with my family and I didn't want to spoil it at all. Even though with the way that game works, it branches quite a bit. You can go back and forth on it and have a different outcome. So Legacy of Dragonhold is pretty interesting. Okay, so far I have got Misfit, Dennis, and Alvin in, and now I'm looking for name a character from my Legacy of Dragonhold playthrough. I'm going to give it exactly about a minute, and then I'll do the third question will determine the first winner. It'll be the first one to answer. Okay. So, oh, is that yeah, yeah? Some people tried not to watch it. I know they didn't want to watch it because they didn't want to spoil it. Though I found it, it's not as spoiler as you think because there's a lot of different options in the game. I didn't realize how much there was in that game that allowed you to bounce back and forth and do different things. It's pretty neat, especially after you get through the initial scenario. The initial one's kind of on rails, but when you get to Dragonhold, it opens up and you get to explore different locations, etc. It's pretty cool. Aidnar, good. Michael, you're in. You're already in. No. Oh, no, you okay. Yeah, yep. Got it. So, all right. Got it. That's one. Okay. And can somebody name another? Okay, I'm going to give it just a few more seconds. 10, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, all right. We're moving on. Now, this one, first person that answers this gets the first prize. Second person to answer it gets my backup prize that I had. Yeah, Rob's probably going to do more too. His have been pretty fun. If you're speaking of Rob Oren, who I absolutely love, man, I visit his channel all the time. I hope you do too. He is fantastic. He's a lot of fun to watch. Yeah, I watched both Rob's and the Dice Towers up to a point where I didn't want to. Nim, there you go, Dennis. You got it too. Good. Thanks for chiming in there. I know that the chat's a little delayed, so when I say countdown, I got to give it another about minute or so. All right, so now that you guys are in, you all know who you are because you answered. This is going to be the first one of you guys who already answered and got into this. Answer the next one. Name 4 games by Victory Point Games that I have done a playthrough for. First person to answer that gets this game. And go. While we're at it, how was your Christmas? Somebody tell me how their Christmas was. Did you have a good time with family and friends? Do anything special? Anything interesting? Like I said, we're kind of quiet. Hey, Smoley, how's it going? Or Smole, what's up? How are you today? So yeah, Christmas was kind of quiet for us. We didn't. We don't do much. We just go hang out with our family, and which is perfect for me. So I just like to see the kids enjoy it. Bella Candlelight, that's another one. Alvin, good, you are in. So now you know the fourth question. I've already said it, so get in there. Name 4 games by Victory Point Games that I have done a playthrough for. I also have a tiebreaker question in case somebody answers almost exactly at the same moment in time or gets something wrong. But that'll be that. Well, see, yeah, that's good. Just I don't know. I used to do when I was younger. I was a bit wild and did a lot of partying, and I DJ'd with my friends. We had a big DJ thing, and we used to throw these massive parties at Halloween and parties at Christmas. Dennis, you won. Dennis won. Dennis Luke, twice today. You won. You are correct. Darkest Night, Infection, Healthy Heart Hospital. I didn't do Zulus on the Rampart, actually. Uh-oh, you're off by 1. You got to get 1 more in there. I did not do Zulus on the Rampart. There is another one that I did do, though. Yeah, that's close. There's 1 more. All right. So still waiting on that. Anyway, I used to do all these crazy parties. We had parties of 1,500 people and everything. Now that I'm older, I don't want to do that. I like just getting with the family. If I had my side of my family here too, that would be the ideal scenario. Cause they're far away in California, and I love them, but they're not here. So you got sicker, Mark? Oh, that sucks. 12 new board games. Wow. Name a few. What were they? So I'm still waiting for someone to get all the answers right. Dennis, you're close. You were 1 away. You need 1 more. It was a newer one that I played. It was a re-release, a second printing. How's that? Boom. There you go. Nemo's War, Darkest Night, Infection, and Healthy Heart Hospital. Misfit, you got them all first. Boom. Yeah, it was Nemo's War was the one that was missing. So good job, Mark. I think since you were so close, I'm going to give you the backup of the. And by the way, I don't know if you played this. I don't know how I ended up with multiple copies of things. I didn't buy them. I don't know where I got. Someone gave it to me or something. Anyway, Kingsport Festival. I'm going to give that to you, Dennis. So good job, Dennis. Got 2 games here. One is going to Misfit. The other one's going to Dennis Luke. Dennis, you got 2 games today. That is outstanding. Plus, we also gave away the big Orcs Must Die. Now, guys, please, you have a couple ways you can send me your information to ship to you. You can send it to Doug .herring1201 at gmail.com, or you can go to BGG Board Game Geek and look me up there, Doug Mystic Eye. Just look me up and message me there. Either way, I'll get the message. Don't do it on YouTube. I tend to miss those. Yeah, Michael, you just missed it. But trust me, this is the first of a number of giveaways. I got a lot of plans for all of this stuff. It's fun. So far we did give away everything today. That was a pretty good haul, I think. And yeah, Misfit Man, no problem, dude. So just send me your contact information so I can ship to you. Tell me what you won, just as a reminder there. I mean, I wrote it down as we got it, and I can go back and watch the video if I need to. But it'd be helpful so I don't have to go to multiple places. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little time. If there's something you guys want to share or talk about, we were talking about Christmas. And I was saying I just like to play games with Christmas. By the way, one that's going to be getting to the table a lot. I did a little preview for it. It's called Majesty for the Realm. Great little game, and I'm not plugging it for any particular reason other than I really like it. Sure thing, Dennis. Thanks, man. Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate it. If there's anything else you want me to do or see on the channel, please don't hesitate to ask. I try to accommodate everybody. Help me drive more subscribers. By all means, please, if you want to see more of these giveaways, more stuff happening in the channel, please go join me as a patron. Mark, Clank, Downforce, man, that one, I've heard a lot about that one. That looks really, really good. A lot of people saying it's fun. I'm not a huge fan of racing games, but that one looks particularly enjoyable. And you guys know I enjoy Clank. I've done it on my channel. I've got Clank and Clank in Space too. I think I like the original Clank better than Clank in Space. Maybe it's a theming thing. I don't know, but I think I like that one better. So anyway, guys, anything more you want me to do, let me know. Please join me as a subscriber. All of you subscribers here anyway. Yes, congratulations to all the winners. There will be more. I'm going to be doing a patron giveaway every single month, and I'm ratcheting that up. The longer I have patronage, the bigger the games will become. So please join me there. If you can't, that's great. I appreciate you just subscribing here on YouTube. You can also subscribe to me on Twitch or follow me on Twitch where I do live playthroughs. I'm starting to do more and more of those. Don't forget that every Wednesday night we play live on Twitch. Oh, hey, no problem, man. I enjoy doing the videos. It's a lot of fun. It's been a great little experience for me to help me relax after the hard day jobs and all that good stuff. Small, I've seen a lot about Otis. Pulsar 2048, I haven't seen a lot about that yet, but Otis, I know Rado did a playthrough. That was really good playthrough, and it looked like a neat game. I don't know, it's one that would probably hit my list. It's very visually appealing, got some cool mechanics to it. That one looked good. And it's diving. You're diving in a post-apocalyptic world trying to get contracts to go dive for stuff that's valuable. And Pulsar 2048, I don't know much about that. Is it a 4X game? I'm not sure. But yeah, any other games you guys got for Christmas you want to share? For me, I don't get games from family at Christmas usually because I get games anyway. But you played it today. Cool. Which one, Pulsar or Otis? Puzzly. Okay, cool. I like puzzly games as long as they have good mechanics or thematic. Mansions of Madness with their puzzles and stuff. I don't know if that's what you meant by puzzly or what's the real puzzly game that we love, man. It just, what's funny. Well, it's more mathy than puzzly is Sentinels of the Multiverse, but so no, it's not a 4X. Okay, I love 4X games, but when I play them on board games, they tend to be a little long for me, and so I tend to play my 4X games on the computer. Like Stellaris, really good one by the way. And of course, Civilization. The new Civ is pretty good. So, hey, there's 11 people, 11 people on this channel. I got a bunch of people watching, so if you guys want to keep chatting, we can certainly do that. I did do all the giveaways, and uh, I really appreciate all of you for joining me today. It was a lot of fun. Uh, the Tradera expansion, okay, for Shadows, I have that one. You know what's crazy is I haven't put the miniatures together for it yet, Secret Santa. Uh, I I have Tradera sitting on the shelf here, and I just got a notification from Flying Frog about some shipping. I don't think it's Wave 2 yet, so I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's the that pack that they had in between. I don't know. But I did kickstart the heck out of Shadows of Brimstone. It's definitely in my top 10 games. I love Shadows of Brimstone. It's a great game. Um, uh, and so Dungeon Crawler, which something Massive Darkness. Is that what you got, Mark? Massive Darkness. I've renamed that Massive Loot. So and Rob, hey man, thanks. Yeah, you did score. Blood Rage, awesome game. Blood Rage. Necromunda, I don't remember. Have I played that? I don't think that's a miniature. I don't remember. I haven't played that one. Yeah, looks like you got some good miniatures games in there. Dark Souls was kind of a hit and miss for me. I think, to play Dark Souls appropriately, you need to do some house ruling to make it more fun. Otherwise, it gets really grindy after a while. And it's a good game. The mechanics of it are good. It just, and I know the game is supposed to be that way, so they did it to make it feel like the game, right? Um, Andre, yeah, they're still packing Wave 2, but I did get something to start a ship. Yeah, that's been a long time coming, man. I thought they'd be better at that. You know what's interesting is one of the hypes on it, and I love fantasy, Flying Frog games stuff, but one of the big hypes around that was the quality of the miniatures and putting them all together, and that's what took all this extra time and everything. But to be honest, I use Massive Darkness as an example, or Shadows of Brimstone, or I'm trying to think of some other ones that had great miniatures in it that I'm playing. Even some of the simpler ones, Touch of Evil, they all had pre-built miniatures, and they seem to me, maybe it's just me, but the Conan game, the new Conan game, the miniatures in that look just as good to me as the ones in Shadows and Brimstone. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't think you need to put together miniatures for games, even though the relaxing part to me is painting them. I enjoy that. Putting them together is kind of painful. The one game I really enjoy putting together the miniatures for is Kingdom Death Monster, because Kingdom Death Monster, you can mix and match those miniatures to customize them to the characters you're playing, which is so cool. The problem with that is that your characters die rather frequently, so you don't get to keep them very long. But you can build another character with the same gear set, have them look the same, at least as far as the miniature goes. But I do like that about that game, and even that, like the games in Orcs Must Die are really good. They're not as detailed as some other games, but they're good. And I don't know why you need all that. I mean, unless you're a miniature hobbyist, like when I was playing Warhammer and that, I used to like putting together the miniatures. But honestly, when I'm playing board games, I just want the miniatures. Myth put together a bunch of great miniatures. In fact, I have one kind of on display here. It's right here. It's the that skull guy. I love him so much. He sits next to my monitor here. You know, yeah, Conan board game, awesome stuff. I love Conan. That Conan board game is great. I got the expansion for that. I got so many things I need to get back onto the table to play. Conan being one of them, because I have some of the expansions for it now, and I want to get that to the table. So, guys, if you're wondering why I'm answering a little later, because the chat has a delay when you're live streaming. So, let me see what else we got in here. Caverna, yeah, Caverna, great. I played that. Those are the types of games I play in my game group. I have a couple of different game groups. One of them is the Austin board game group. I haven't been there lately, but it's the meetup group, and there's hundreds of members. And just life's been taking me away. I've been playing with my individual board game friends, but haven't been making it to the groups as much, just because of life stuff. And the channel here, it's been keeping me pretty busy lately. I've been trying to do a lot of new things and ratchet it up. So Yeah, I love the miniatures in Myth, Andre. I think they're fantastic and they're pre-assembled, and I don't see why you have to assemble miniatures anymore for these games. Though that's the one downside for to me for Shadows of Brimstone, because you get them, you got to put them all together in small bits and pieces, and it just didn't. If they were really that much better, I'd get it, but they're not. So, I mean, they're great, they're fantastic. They're just not any better to me than a lot of the stuff that Cool Mini or Not's been um, kicking out, right? Like, for example, someone mentioned Blood Rage earlier. God, the miniatures in Blood Rage are absolutely fantastic, and it's pre-assembled miniatures. So I really don't. I mean, I know Robert Warren, who does a lot of miniatures painting and everything, might disagree with me. I don't know, but I don't think he would because I think he likes to paint them too. I don't know if he likes to put them together, but he does such phenomenal paint jobs. If you ever get a chance, go watch his channel and see what he does there. It's great. Um, anyway, Patchwork and Five Tribes for your wife. Great, that's fantastic, Mark. We played a lot of Patchwork when it came out. It's kind of like one of those games like Splendor for me, where when it comes out, we play it like crazy, and then it drops off because we've all played it so much that we can't stand it anymore. And I'm kind of worried about Majesty for the Realm for me with that. It's one of those ones that I think I'm going to play too much and get burned out on it. Because I definitely did that with Splendor. It got to the point with Splendor, unless I was playing with my regular gaming group, I never lost. I got so good at comboing Splendor. It's a little different with the Majesty game, and the reason I'm referring the two together is because they're by the same designer, and they have that same quick game feel. Um, yeah, Small, you gonna paint? Yeah, I need to paint a lot of my Conan miniatures. I haven't gotten to them. I own all that stuff too, and I keep looking at it. It feels so daunting to paint all of those. The one thing I did do is paint some of my CMON stuff for Arcadia Quest and do that. That was fun because those miniatures are they're bigger. You can kind of have at with them and enjoy it. They're the chibi type miniatures. I'm not as big a fan of those style miniatures as the really highly detailed ones from like Blood Rage, but anyway, they're fun. So looking through chat, what else we got? So okay, guys, who is waiting for their Gloomhaven second round? I didn't order a whole new box because I already had one, but I did order the upgrades for it because I want the experience and hit point trackers are not good in the first edition. They that board kind of, if you're playing a lot, we played it a lot. The board stops being able to hold the pegs in there. It just doesn't work very well. So I'm glad they came out with those new trackers and the other stuff. So, oh, you painted half of Inferno now. Back to Arcadia Quest. Small, you man, that's like, so that's kind of a daunting task when there's so many miniatures. A friend of mine took my original Arcadia Quest game, and him and a buddy, they paint miniatures, and they painted the whole thing. Unfortunately, he still got it, so I don't have it back yet. But they painted my entire Arcadia Quest game, and I did a bunch of the other. I not the entire thing because I did some, and I did a lot for Inferno and that too. But man, I really want to do Conan. And of course, I painted most of my Brimstone miniatures are painted at this point. A lot of them are. Um, and I just don't have the kind of time to keep doing that. I wish I was filthy, filthy rich. I just give them to somebody who's fantastic and say, paint all these and keep going until you drop dead. This is your new job. So, yeah. So, Andre, I have multiple gaming groups. It's a great question. The meetup group in Austin is somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 members. And a lot of people filter in and out, see a lot of the same people. Uh, but I have a couple other groups. I have another group that's got, I don't know, it's a derivative of that meetup group, about 15, 20 people. I have another group that I actually met and made really good. One of my very best friends now I met at work. And turns out that he was a gamer as well, and he ran a local convention for miniature games. In fact, you can see him. He joins me on my Wednesday night live streams, John. We have another group that's some of his friends, some of mine, and some coworkers. It's about, I don't know, 10 to 12 people. We get together. We've had some big meetups at a friend of mine's house. Man, she puts up the tables, not just meetups, but our game group. We've had 20, 30 people show up. It's pretty amazing. My friend Ben and Darcy, they have those. We haven't done one lately. I posted some about the holidays. We got to get together and do one of those and have a big one soon, I think. It's been a while. So anyway, I have different groups that I play with. So Well, I don't know where, sad panda. Well, I don't know where you're at, Andre, but if you look up Meetup, if you go to meetup.com and you don't see a group there, start one. It's not hard to do. And if you have a decent amount of people in your area, they'll start gathering. It's just inevitable. Austin, Texas is a fantastic game for uh, board gaming area for board gaming. Sorry, I was reading. A fantastic area for board gaming. There's so many people here that play games, video games. A lot of video game companies, a lot of tech companies, and a lot of events. We have a local board game convention is pretty good called Board Game Bash. That's pretty big now. It's decent size, and of course, we're not that far from BGG Con up in Dallas. So a lot of us end up going there too. But if you just start or go find a meetup or start up one that's in your area, you will draw people to play with, without a doubt. RPG guy, let's see. Tomorrow, first game with painted brimstone minis. Take some pictures and send them to me. I'll put them up. Yeah. Misfit, yeah, RPGs, man. You notice I tend to lead toward games that have that element to them because my background in gaming actually started with role playing games. Hope you didn't mean rocket propelled grenades, but started with role playing games. Back in the little, I'm going to date myself saying this, the little box of D&D books. There's the 3 books, and there's one called Chainmail before that. But there's the 3 D&D books we started playing as a kid. When I was a kid, I ended up being the GM for a lot of that stuff for years and years. And then I wrote a number of, a lot, like, I don't know, 20, 30 RPG books in the big D20 era. I have one series that has like 13 books in it. It's called the Hunt Rise of Evil series. There's a lot of books. It's still available. You can get it on PDF, all the stuff if you want it. It's really fun. I really enjoy role playing a lot, and I haven't done enough of it. I'm preparing to do a Dresden Files accelerated online game. I'm just looking for the right group of players for it because it's going to be heavy on role playing. And I got some people that play a lot of D&D, but D&D, if you play a lot of D&D, you got to kind of jump ship there on your mindset and start becoming more role playing esque. It's not about you marching down the dungeon. It's about actual playing that character. There's a lot to it. It's really fun. So that's going to happen soon. I'm going to do that live. In fact, I've built a table in Tabletop Simulator that will help. Speaking of Tabletop Simulator, please don't forget, join us on Wednesday nights, 7:30 Central Standard Time. We're playing games, playing at random with people. I got to make it more of a show. I agree with some people who said you're just playing the game, and I agree. I got to make it more of a show. We're going to try to do that. My fellow tube tabler friend Tragic the Blethering has been joining me. He makes phenomenal mods for Tabletop Simulator. He did one for Alien Frontiers that we played last week, and his mod is exceptional. It's just his modding skills have become pretty outstanding, and he's got a channel like mine, does a lot of stuff like I do. He's one of the people that inspired me to do it, actually. So, no, DJ, my day job is unfortunately not in the gaming industry. I wish that it was. I would like to make it so. Actually, I'm a executive in the contact center space. Well, right now I had left my last job, but I'm looking for the next new thing. But typically, I'm in director or VP level in the call center arena. I would love to just go be full-time designer. It just doesn't pay for the house. What can you say? Well, I probably would if I was Eric Lang, but I'm not. So I'd love to be a game designer again. So yeah, we did a lot of books. Did one for, in fact, they're trying to do a reprint of it under what's that new the new Paizo RPG, the space one. Because I did one for Dragonstar back with Fantasy Flight Games that we published. It was really neat, called Raw Recruits. It was it was a setting book that you could play on over and over again on a starship, and it had all the characters in the ship and everything. It was really neat. Did that one, plus a bunch of D20 stuff. But anyway, guys, wow, you guys are all still hanging in with me, man. What do you want? Ask me some questions. Keep shooting some questions. I'll answer them. If you want to know about some games I'm playing, if you want to know anything I'm doing, and thanks for the personal life questions. I appreciate those. I love to get to know you guys. If any of you are in the gaming industry and that's how you make your living, I would certainly love to hear about that because it's something I would love to do. Just not very easy to get in there at the right level and make enough money to support the house and the cars and the kids and all the other stuff that goes on in the world today. So, yeah. So I'm just watching the chat, And let's see what else we got going on. Any additional questions, guys? So yeah, shoot some questions to me. I'm gonna check the other chats. I don't know if it's making it. I guess it is. Yeah, it's making it okay. All right. So yeah, I'm using Restream, and it's weird because there's a lot of you in the chat. I don't think the Restream is picking up this event. Um, so I'm watching that chat as well because I'm seeing some chat, but not from the group that's here on my main channel. So anyway, it doesn't matter. I can see all the chats. So if you ask a question, I'll answer it. But guys, it looks like I don't see a lot of questions coming in. It looks like we're winding down. We've been doing this for I guess well almost an hour. So again, thank you all for the giveaway. And here's what's going to happen next. I'm going to do another subscriber giveaway when I hit right around 5,000 subs. I'm at 45, right at 4,500 right now. So maybe I'll do one in between there, which should probably be hopefully about maybe 45 days or so. We'll see. It's up to you guys, all you guys that sub to me. If we can drive some more subscriptions, I'll do another giveaway. I'm going to do one anyway. It's not. I just try and find milestones to have reasons to do a giveaway. And I think the next now the next patron giveaway will be at the toward the end of January, about the same time. And if you're a patron, I'm going to announce that new game pretty soon. I'll also announce the game that I'm going to be giving away to the subscriber base when we hit the next milestone. I said I don't really know what that milestone is. Again, I'm just picking milestones because it's easier. Someone asked me about Geek. Oh, if you want to check out some things I painted, I have a geek list. I will go check that out. I will absolutely go check it out. I love looking at people's painted miniatures. It inspires me and intimidates me because I do like, yeah. So small, yeah. I do like painting, and I like watching painting. What is going to go on next year? What am I going to film? Well, so this is so tough because there's always new stuff coming out, and I'm kind of getting tired of that. I like, there's some games I really want to continue for you guys. I want to do, and I will do another season of Kingdom Death Monster, without a doubt. What I'm trying to do is find ways for you to participate more in those events. I got a couple wireless cameras, so I may be able to play live, and we can use things like Skype and that to play. I'd like to do that. I'd really love for there to be more participation than just me dictating the game, especially with games have all those great role-playing elements like Kingdom Death Monster. I also want to continue Shadows of Brimstone. I got to get that one. Gloomhaven. All of those are getting back to my table in 2018. Though I have a feeling there's going to be some new stuff come out. I also want to do some more Seventh Continent. Tragic and some folks did a fantastic app for that mod on Tabletop Simulator. I haven't used it yet live because I don't know if they're okay with it or not. I got to check with that. I try to be very respectful of things people do. So I want to make sure I can do that. Yeah, absolutely. A few more run-throughs of Conan. I want to paint it first, so that's the hard part. But I want to do the expansion. I want to do some of the expansion stuff. And you know what would be really fun as a community to do would be a campaign for Conan, because the thing that's missing in that game, I like the scenario-based game, but the thing that's missing is an ongoing campaign and progression. If they do an expansion that covers that, that will be my game of the year 2018 for sure, because I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I was a huge Conan fan growing up, a comic book fan as well, and I got on my wall right up above me issue #1 of Conan the Barbarian framed on the wall. I'm a big fan. So this is one of my things that inspired a lot of my fantasy gaming and stuff growing up. So yeah, Shadows with the additional expansion, definitely going to be doing that. I definitely going to be getting Tradera to that to the table on that one. And I tried to build that. See, what I want to do is some of the things in Tabletop Simulator would allow us to play together. Shadows of Brimstone has a lot of stuff, but it's not, there's no scripting or anything, so it's just stuff on the table. It makes it really hard to play something that expansive on Tabletop Simulator. Or it could just be that I'm not good enough with Tabletop Simulator yet. So there's one for you, Tragic. Build a really good Shadows of Brimstone mod. That'll take you all year, dude. And he's doing such great mods on there. So Yeah, Shadows of Brimstone. We'll get to the table. New things. Let me think. What do I have that I? There's a couple new things that are going to make it. I still have to get to the Tomb of Annihilation board game, but I've been playing the video game of that, which is essentially the same thing. So I have been rushing to get the board game to the table. Um, Charterstone. That's another one. I don't know if I want to play that on a channel or play it with friends. Again, I'm going to map out. I'm starting to map out next year. One thing I can tell you is that I'm also going to be doing some video requested type things with my patron base and see if I can do some things specially for them. I got a lot of ideas for making being a patron worthwhile, because that's really going to set my channel up for next year is getting some more revenue so I can do things like get those wireless cameras in and continue to beef up the quality of the work that I'm doing. Um, Also, the other, speaking of quality work, one of the other reasons I want to narrow down the game list and play some games over and over again is, and I see this with Rahdo and some others, we are constantly learning new games, constantly. So it's too easy to make mistakes when you're constantly learning, and sometimes like a game that has a big expansion, I'll go back to it and go, okay, now I got to remember the rules to this, and I might mix them up with some other rules from something else. That's kind of rough. So. Um, Yeah, I want to go back and play games that I'm real familiar with, like Darkest Night. By the way, Darkest Night will show up again. I'm waiting for, I have the prototype edition, but I'm waiting for the final edition to come to me. That's going to be that's one of my favorite games, guys. If you haven't played Darkest Night, it's really good. So yeah, so you okay? Yeah, so talking about Conan. A lot of people don't like doing Kickstarter versions or that can't play some scenarios or even campaign. I do own all the expansions. You own them for the miniatures. Um, what game would I like to see make it into a legacy game? I actually already know the answer to that one. Uh, uh, a Touch of Evil. Now, I know that sounds weird, but I saw somebody did one, and I can't find it anymore. But they had a huge board with all these windows you open up and everything. And I think if Flying Frog did a Touch of Evil, or maybe even Shadows of Brimstone. Well, Shadows of Brimstone has experience, but it's not a legacy game. But a Touch of Evil where things change and they got you got all the bosses. That would be ideal. What's another one that would be make a fantastic legacy game? Um, that would be my I think my top one, honestly. A legacy version of the more I think about this, the more you don't need it. I was thinking of like Eldritch Horror or Arkham Horror or something. Arkham Horror. That'd be a good one to have a legacy type version. Yeah, yeah, I like that. And I'm really excited to play Charterstone because it's taking Legacy in a slightly different direction, um, of being more of a Euro style game with a legacy mechanic. We played Seafall. Seafall was a legacy game. We got together a group of four, and man, we were so dedicated. We showed up and kept playing, and eventually, I don't know what it was about it. It wasn't that it was a bad game. It wasn't a bad game. We just lost interest. And so you really tough with legacy games. Um, Pandemic Legacy Pandemic was probably the perfect game for someone to design a legacy game around because those have been really really fun. The Pandemic Legacy Season 2 um, started and completed the entire game at BGG Con. That's how fun it was. Folklore the Affliction is coming. Yes, that is a great one. I'm talking to Colin, One Stop Co-op Shop. I think we're going to swap some games. I'm going to take his folklore game, and he's going to take something else. He wanted he wanted to get a copy of Darkest Night, but the only one I have is the prototype, and I can share that with him if I want, but it's not a final game. And he actually wanted my original first edition, but I gave that to somebody. So, yeah. So, yes, cool one. Cool. Wonder if they will make a legacy version of Marvel Legendary. It's funny you say that. I was just looking at that on my shelf, and I'm like, I would love to have a Marvel Legacy type game. So here's one for you. I kind of like DC too. The guys that made Conan are doing Batman, right? It's with the same style mechanic, and I've seen some previews on that. Again, at the very least, if not a legacy game, at least do a campaign. These things are just screaming for a campaign. I was thinking it would be really awesome if I had the time and energy to sit down and do a full campaign around the Conan game, because you could do it. and that would be more so than legacy games. So I enjoy legacy games. Pandemic Season 1 and 2 were fantastic. I enjoyed Seafall. I mean, we got our money out of it, I guess. We got to, I don't know, game 7 or 8 before we tapered off. And I think Charterstone's going to have some legs on it, especially with the recharge kit. But I don't know. We'll see. I'd rather have more campaign style things than legacy. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on the legacy game. Legacy Marvel Legendary would be awesome. That'd be pretty good. A legacy zombie type game too, like Last Night on Earth or Dawn of the Zeds legacy version would be pretty neat. Could see that happening. Yeah, those would be good. Anything Cthulhu-esque could be done in a really cool legacy type version. That'd be pretty neat if Arkham evolved as you played. That'd be really awesome. At least that'd be my thought on it. What else you got, guys? And by the way, thank you for joining me for so long today. We've been going for over an hour. Well, we've been going for an hour now. I really appreciate all your time. It's really neat. What else you got, guys? I know chat's lagging a little behind, so I'll give it a second. By the way, what do you guys think? If those of you that watch, what do you think of the Legacy of Dragonholt? I could see so much more happening with that game because it's not just a choose your own adventure game. The character skills matter, developing your character matters, the branching story matters. It seems to me like there's a lot that could still be done, not only in that universe but in others. Wouldn't it be awesome for Fantasy Flight Games to do that in some other settings with that? Something that, like, I'm trying to think of, like in the Arkham universe, be awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kickstarter exclusives kind of suck in the sense that but if you're investing in, so the theory behind that, right? If you're investing in kickstarting a game, which is going to take you sometime, what, Shadows of Brimstone? When did that kickstart? I don't remember anymore. But I'm going to be getting stuff for that game until, I don't know, 2020. I have no idea. Um, but it seems like that's why they give you those exclusives, because you're going to be waiting an awful long time for some of those games to come through. Madeira is one that I'm waiting for, that I backed a long time ago. Look, man, it's the stuff I see coming out on it looks fantastic. I cannot wait to get it. And then there's a couple of them. One of them ran out of money, and so I'm not going to get it all. So some of those exclusives really help out. I don't think I'm getting it. They're trying to find. Maybe one of you guys can chime in if you remember which one it was that they ran out of money and couldn't finish they haven't been able to finish the game. They spent it all in the wrong places, I think. But that's the risk you take, and so risk versus rewards. You get those Kickstarter exclusive because you're taking an actual risk on maybe not the production itself, but when that production will come to you, right? So it could be, you might get it, but it could take years. I could probably go on Kickstarter and figure out which one is the one I'm not going to get. Oh, I don't remember. I don't want to say the wrong game because then I'll make somebody mad if I pick the wrong one. But anyway, there was one that's not. They admitted they screwed it up. So yeah, I backed the new Flying Frogs one, Forbidden Kingdom, Forbidden something, the one in Japan. Yeah, that looks awesome. I can't wait. More Shadows of Brimstone. Can't go wrong there. It's Shadows of Brimstone in Japan. I thought about that. Before that came out, you get these great ideas. You go, I wish I would do that. There have been like no really good dungeon crawlers in a Japanese setting, and it's just ripe for it. Until this one now. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I love the Japanese setting, and I can't wait to be playing that game up. That one, I don't know. See, Shadows of Brimstone has such a cool premise in that you got the Old West with the almost Cthulhu-esque Forbidden Fortress. Thank you. The Old West with the almost Cthulhu-esque type setting, which makes that game setting so fun, and the character advancement is really fun. Even though I think there's some balance issues in some of the characters, but it's too enjoyable to care about. So Rising Sun, yes, but Rising Sun is a strategy game. It's not a dungeon crawler. I mean, so where Blood Rage was supposed to be like the modern version of a risk type game, Rising Sun is supposed to fill the niche for diplomacy, the old game Diplomacy. So yeah. But Rising Sun, I did also back that. Looks great. Mark, first one you backed was Dice Hospital. I did not back Dice Hospital, which It's kind of weird because I like those hospital building games. But Healthy Heart Hospital is really good if you haven't played it, and it's not expensive from Victory Point Games. Really good game. There is actually there is one. Oh man, you're gonna make me try and look it up, Misfit. There is one that's based on Indian or Hindu mythology. There is a dungeon crawler. Someone maybe you'll remember the name of it. Yeah, Streets of Arkham. I don't know if you can back here on the shelf right here, Twitchy. I have Streets of Arkham sitting there. That's by the way, New Year stuff that's going to get to the table. That's one of them. So Streets of Arkham will get to the table, my table soon. It's on the list. I have it there already, ready to go. Just been doing some other playthroughs first, and I have a prototype playthrough I have to do, or don't have to do, but I will be doing soon because it's going to kickstart in January. I want to get it done before the kickstart. But guys, there is a Hindu or Indian-based dungeon crawling game out there that kickstarted. I'm going to look it up now. Hold on, I'm going to look it up. I could look it up on Kickstarter, I suppose. I do remember it. In fact, a friend of mine has it. What's it called? Oh God, it's probably gonna be too hard to find. Because it is kind of an unusual theming. God, it's out there, guys. It's out there. I promise you. What I will do, I think, maybe I'll try and find it for you. But yeah, I don't see it on. Just doing an internet search on it. Oh man, a friend of mine backed it. I wonder if I can go to look at it and see. I doubt I'll be able to find it. I didn't back it. Because it was expensive. So I did not back it on. It was really expensive. I didn't back it. Sorry guys, sidetracked there trying to find that, but it's definitely out there. It looked really neat too. I said to my friend Mario, I know he's got it, and I doubt I'll be able to find it on Kickstarter. I wouldn't even know how to look anymore, to be honest. So I'm going to give up on that for the moment, but it is out there, and we'll find it somewhere, one way or another. All right, so guys, what else you got? We're going on, yeah, a little over an hour. I think I'm going to end it soon. So if you have any final questions, let's talk about it. Okay, Misfit, you sent it on BGG. I will absolutely get it. I'll respond back to you and let you know. Thanks for doing that, and enjoy the game. So glad you were here. So yeah, it's fun stuff. This has been a really good event, guys. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys joining me. It's been fun. Appreciate all you do. I appreciate the subscribers. I appreciate my patrons. I'm going to make it more and more worthwhile as we go, because this is a really fun. Is that what it's called? Mahayota? I'm sure I'm botching the pronunciation of that, but nah, that doesn't sound right. I think that's a card game. Anyway, it was really neat. Thumbs up for 21 days, by the way. Yeah, I got to get that game. I think that's on my list. Thanks, Twitchy, for saying that. Again, I'm watching multiple streams, guys, so you won't necessarily see all the questions pop up. I'm watching chats in multiple streams, which, by the way, is I'm testing all of this because I want to see if I can play different types of games and broadcast them across the different streams well. And it seems to be working fine. Restream works really well. So one of the reasons I do that is because my Twitch following is actually very small still. And I want to make sure people get to see the games we're playing. So I'm doing the dual broadcast, multiple broadcasts, so that people can see them in different areas. Man, the technology behind that is pretty slick. A lot to learn, though. So still learning. And anyway, guys, I really hope people start joining us for Wednesdays because I really want to make that more of a show, and I want to bring people in and play games live. It'd be really cool. And it'll be fun. Be a lot of fun to see that. Anyway, I got pop-ups coming up here. You don't want to see those, right? All right, guys. Yeah, Myth. Michael, Myth, yeah. So I do have to play some more Myth on the channel. It's really a good game, and I haven't played it in a while because I've had so many other things come up that fit the dungeon crawling niche. Like, I had Massive Darkness. We played the heck out of that when it came out. I haven't touched it in a few weeks, but we did play a lot of it. And then Gloomhaven. Oh my God, I don't know if I'll ever finish Gloomhaven. We keep playing it. It's just such a big game. I know some people have said they've got it, so they've played through it. That's amazing because it's a massive game. And Kingdom Death Monster, because once you play through it once, you go back and have a different experience playing it again. And then if you get some of the expansions, like I got a couple, and I got some new expansions coming in with the new set. Once you've got the expansions, you go back and play it again. It's like a brand new game. And for some reason, it does not get repetitive to me. Yeah, it doesn't get repetitive to me for Kingdom Death Monster fighting the same monsters over again, because I guess there's so much variety in those monsters. It's pretty neat. And within like the lion, I don't know how many times we fought the lion now. 20, 30, I don't know. But fighting the lion's still fun because different things happen, and we can ratchet up the difficulty level on the lion, and we have different experiences getting to the lion during the hunt phase. So with games like that, Myth has not made it back to the table as much because it is a little more difficult to play than some of those other games, and some people don't get into it as well. I find that board gamers more than role players, have challenges with Myth because of the free-form way that you play. There's no like set turns or anything like that. It's pretty challenging. So, all right, guys, I think that we have gone a good amount of time on this episode. Thank you so much. I can't say it enough. You guys have really made this so much fun for me. I want to do more, so the more support I get from you guys, the better. If you can help push the subscriber base up, that's great. If you can become a patron, that's great. If you just let everybody know to come watch the channel, that's great too. I appreciate all of it. So I'm going to give out some shout outs before we leave to some other folks. Speaking of Gloomhaven, if you pop over to Board Games with Niramas, let's do some. I'm going to pop some things up on the screen. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Right here, guys. Board Games with Niramas. Joseph, really good dude, man. He did a Christmas giveaway too. He also is doing Gloomhaven live on Friday nights. I've been popping in and watching that. That's been really fun. It's very enjoyable. He's also did Charterstone. He's doing that. I don't see that up here, but I know he's done it. And then in addition, you can see all the people I subscribe to. Robert Oren, man, that guy's cranking out stuff so fast I can't even imagine keeping up with his pace of cranking out material. And then, of course, you notice I've watched all their videos, but One Stop Co-op Shop, please go visit Colin. He does a great job with his playthroughs. He's getting so much better all the time, just great. Now you're going to see Beast of War. What I was watching on Beast of War is mainly around epic mythic battles and Kingdom Death Monster. They got some good stuff on that. But Beast of War is really cool. Can't go wrong with Catweasel. You got to watch all his Arkham Horror plays. That's a real good one. Rolling Solo, Adam, he's doing a great job, and he is really concise with his rules. I kind of envy that. He's very concise with how he displays rules, that good stuff. Yeah, Rob is awesome, Misfit. He's such a good guy. I really enjoy watching his channel and chatting with him. Also, Tragic, he's doing a lot of stuff. Let's go to pop over to his channel if we can. Anyway, guys, just some folks. He always does his what's in the box stuff because he's down in Australia, and when he gets this stuff in the box, it's like a monumental event. Like it's hard to get some of the stuff down there. I don't know. Anyway, go visit his channel as well. Plus some others. You'll see some weird stuff up here, like the lady designer. She actually, because something I do for relaxation is play Planet Coaster, and if you go look at some of this stuff, guys, it is amazing. I'm such a hack at it, but I enjoy it. It's kind of like painting miniatures. But I also do some video gaming. So anyway, of course, Anthony and Francis at Antlab Games, can't go wrong there. They are fantastic. One of my favorite playthroughs that they did was this Fog of Love. That was so fun to watch. Really enjoyable. Anyway, guys, those are some of the other folks that if you're watching playthroughs, go watch them. They're great. And see what they're playing, because we do get a mix of games going on. I'm trying to get some more collaboration done with them as well, and see if we can do some things together. All right, guys, if there aren't any more questions popping up, I'm going to call it a day. Thanks for hanging with me for over an hour on this live stream. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the giveaways. And there will be more. Like I said, I'm doing another Patreon giveaway at the end of January. I'm going to do a big game, I think. I got a couple of games on my... And by the way, I'm not giving away games I don't like. I'm giving away games I do like. But I want to give games away that people appreciate, that will be different, maybe fun for them. So anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks so much. Happy holidays. Enjoy your new year. You'll see some more videos from me. I got to finish up. Right now I'm doing Professor Evil, Citadel of Time. So that will be done before the holiday. And then I need to start on one more, the Kickstarter one I got to do before it comes out. And when I say I have to do it, it's because I want to get out for the Kickstarter, not because I don't want to play the game. Game's cool. But anyway, guys, thanks. And I will see you in the next episode of whatever we're playing. And I really appreciate all your support and all the responses. Have a fantastic start to the new year. Talk to you soon. Going to end it there, guys. Well, if I can figure out how to end it. No, it's right here. All right, guys, I'm stopping streaming now. Thanks again. Take care.